Welcome, this is M-Dog. I am going on a wee bit of lack of sleep here, so if I do start saying things that don't make complete sense, I apologize in advance. I am happy today to be able to bring you an early look here at a game that's on Steam, and the first problem I'm going to have is not being sure about how to pronounce this game. It may look easy, but as I try to say it in my mind, I'm thinking of many different possibilities. The wiki is not substantial yet. It looks like they've started to try to make one. Sometimes you can go to pronunciation help there. So obviously we have magic is a part of the name, right? And ite is on the end. So the most simple explanation of pronouncing this game might be Magicite. But obviously there are some other possibilities as well. But for now, we're going to say Magicite, and we'll see what information comes out as we move forward. I don't want to waste too much of my wee bit of brain power I have left at this point today on pronouncing the title. This is an early access game on Steam. It is February 11th, and today is the first day it's been available, at least through Steam. I'm not sure if it's been available elsewhere in earlier testing. So this was developed by Smash Games. And the developer says that it's already packed with randomly generated dungeons, crafting, lots of loot, and a bunch of gear. They wanted to release early access so that we could help the developer out and choose which directions this platforming RPG will go. So far there are 7 explorable biomes, each filled with unique enemies and resources to collect. So we're already getting a little bit of a vibe that reminds us of, in terms of resource gathering and biomes, you know, that's going to obviously make you think of games like Starbound or Terraria or other gathering and building games. But from looking at the description of the game and the trailer video that they have on Steam, this does not look like it has that much in common with those games. Now it is a side scroller, but this looks like it is way more focused on the RPG elements and the fighting and combat than even those other games are. So this is a first play video, and first impressions, first few moments. I've called it different things as we've gone along over the past year. And I do these to give you an idea of what is it like the first time you get into the game. How steep is the barrier to entry? Now, if you can tell from watching my videos that you're a much smarter, savvy person than I am, then you take that into account, that your barrier to entry may not be what mine is. If this is a fun game that I enjoy and get into and make multiple videos on, then I certainly will come back and try to make a more in-depth video really explaining the ins and outs of the game and giving some tips or strategies. But I do enjoy, I know everyone doesn't dig these first few moments videos, but I enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get started on Magicite. And that's probably not how you pronounce it. Who knows? Here we go. Single player. Okay, so we have, oh, by the way, before we do that, let's look at the options here. I'm playing in 1120 by 700, and that's mostly just because every time you increase the resolution, of course, the screen is getting larger, and that was sort of what was comfortable without it getting, you know, really big on the screen. And so for the purpose of making this video, when I first started the game, it started down at 800 by 500, which you can't tell in the video, but that makes the window that you're playing in very small. So I increased it some, and it even goes past this. You can go 1120 700, you can go, and now I can't even keep the whole game on the screen unless I center it, and now it's kind of okay. So 1920 by 1080, and then if you click again, you go back to 800 by 500. So we're going to settle in at 1120 by 700, but I did want to let you know what is there. You have a delete data option, so that may mean that either your game is saved as you go, or there's ways you progress that does continue from game to game. The quick impression I had from watching the trailer is that there's permadeath. So I'm not sure that necessarily means you're deleting your character, because I'm not sure your character continues on, but there may be unlocks and things about the new characters you make that do continue on. You can click on full screen, you can change the audio, And then the other thing that I like, and I always like it when early access games have this, is it tells you about upcoming features, biome and scourge bosses, alchemist NPC achievements, born biomes, randomly generated quests, completed in-game, bestiary cards, recipe book, races, and companions. It's got a place to report bugs, and of course Facebook, Twitter, other social sites, including Reddit, is where it's pointing you to. This is a game by Sean Young, and Wonderflux is doing the music. So let's go back. Obviously, with early access, and I'll let you stare at this creation page here while I babble about early access. Early access is early access. This is not a finished product. This is something that's available for $9.99 on Steam, and you are buying into supporting the development process and seeing as it goes along. There is as much of a chance on any one game, I would say, that it's never going to reach the completion that you think it should or could. But then there are other games that will be those diamonds that make it through the development process and continue to be really, really incredible, fun games. So you've got to be willing to take the good with the bad if you buy into early access. In theory, I don't know that I love early access, but in practicality, I absolutely love early access. Now, that's just me, and I hope that my enjoyment of playing these early access games does not negatively influence my viewers. I hope that these videos will educate you to help you make really good choices on which games you do buy into early. Things like Rust have been amazing. A game that's in early access that to me has been a wonderful experience, and I've more than gotten, any sort of value that you might place on that game. I've more than gotten that back from the cost. So there's my little spiel on early access. Now this is, my title's adventure. Doesn't look like I can change that. It looks like maybe the titles are one of the things you can unlock as you move forward. I've got 1 out of 15 companions, and again, you can't change that. Alright, so my name just got erased, so we'll rename myself M-Dog. Looks like you can change race, head, color, body, and then you can also randomize what you look like. And that is also randomizing your traits. I'm a potion brewer and a woodcutter. And you can also, you click on stats. That will also change your randomized stats without changing what you look like. So we're seeing artisan, plus 10 luck when crafting weapons or gear. Gatherer collects twice as many ingredients when gathering. And so there's a lot of different traits that we've seen already. But let's just go ahead and settle on that. Our hit points are 6. Attack, dexterity, and magic are all 3. So let's see what we get into here. And by the way, I did pull out my 360 controller just to test this. And it does not look like there is currently built-in controller support. Now when I hit the face buttons, it is doing something, but I can't imagine that that's what's intended to do. Alright, so let's take a look at what we have got right now. And there's a little glob jumping to us, so let's go ahead and take him. Oh, he just hurt us. We have, is that 2 out of 8 hit points? Oh, goodness. No, that's our level. Alright, where is our hit points? We need to figure some of this out. Alright, 5 out of 8 to hit level 1. Okay, hit points are up here. We are 3 out of 6. We have 3 out of 3 magic points. Our food is fine, and our probably stamina? I'm not sure if that's stamina, but that's one possibility. Alright. So let's see if I is not doing inventory. How did I do that? Oh, okay, R just brought up our inventory. Shift and click 2 times to craft. So wood and wood. Shift and click. Alright, so apparently you're supposed to be able to, we have raw meat, monster bone, mysterious potion, big mysterious potion, and a wooden axe. And this shows our stats. We have nothing equipped right now. Okay, so let's just keep moving and see what else we can discover here. Okay, so we're chopping the tree down. Now one thing that's a little annoying, okay, so left click or right click seems to do it. One thing that's a little annoying here, I think, is that when you left click it only attacks once, or slings your axe once, so you can't just hold down the mouse button like you would in many of the other resource gathering games to continue to gather the same resources over and over. Okay, looks like this pig is friendly until we start beating on it. So we could collect wood. Now it did say something about being able to craft with the wood, so let's go ahead and look at that now that we've gotten some more wood. Shift and click 2 items to craft. Alright, so that's what happens. It looks like this is going to be a game where you may have to learn the crafting recipes, which I'm not crazy about, but that is just the way it goes right now. Alright, so let's see if we can now... There we go. Let's see if we can place this wood plank down. It looks like it's actually just hitting with the wood plank, not putting it down. So this may not be a game where you can build, or it may just be that I haven't figured out how you do build. Take out this stinging bee. Oh, he got us. We're at 1 health, so we're about to find out how permanent death this game is. And I should apologize, I've got barking dogs. I also have the potential of my kids could come in at any moment. It's a bit of a chaotic day. They got a snow day. The unfortunate part is, which would be great, but the unfortunate part is we didn't get the snow. So it's kind of a weird, weird thing. But alright, let's see if we can run under here. So we don't have any kind of axe or anything that we can get this with yet. Shift click. Alright, so that made an axe handle. That's pretty cool. And again, not being able to, you know, first impression, developer, if you end up watching this video somehow, the thing that I would ask is there a reason why... Oh, we just broke our axe. Just broke our axe. Wonder if bone. Bone blade. Bone axe. Okay, that's a problem. That's going to be a problem right there. And I'm wondering if is that an indication that we just sat around too long not doing anything. Can you jump on these? I don't know. I mean, we've got these guys chasing us, and that is, as far as I can tell, not going to be good news. Alright, and we're down. Our score was 50. We crafted 3 items, 14 experience gained, gold, enemies defeated 3. Alright, let's go to menu. Let's turn the volume down. Alright, let's see, does anything carry over? I don't know that... Huh. Okay, so you're unlocking new races, so we can be a noble now, which looks like starts us off with a better axe. Let's just try that. Defense and wood cutting. Sure. Let's do it. Ooh, that's taking longer, isn't it? What is that? A stone axe. There does not seem to be a way to gather the stone at this time. Alright. Oh yeah, I really want to get out of there. So randomly generated, this should be different than last time, although it does not look that different, to be honest. Looks like we've got pretty similar layout of everything. Oh, now interesting. Okay, so we started a new character. Yeah, I guess we did. An herb. We did start a new character, and we did not have any carryover. I thought for a minute there perhaps we had carryover from the stuff from our last character, but we don't. Alright, we did level up. Our stats went up a bit. I'm gonna have to go back and look to see if this is exactly the same as the last playthrough. I think these are different. Okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a problem. This is probably gonna be our death. Oh boy. We are now hitting things with raw meat. What is this? A root. Alright, we need some of this wood. And bone. Herb's not going to help us. Click that together, click that together. Click that together. So what we've made here is a bone blade and an axe handle. And now we have a bone axe. It moves very quickly. Did better that time. Ooh, there's lots of them. Yeah, you really got to get timed right on where it's going to stop. On where it's going to start. If you hit play again, looks like it does just start you automatic. Ooh. Okay, I wasn't hitting that. It was just. Oh my goodness. The difficulty on this game is amazing. We have 1 hit point left. Okay, that was a difficult start. Now we're in a completely different place. So there are other biomes that we're getting randomly assigned to. So that is for sure random starts here. Now some of those like enemies that we can kill, they maybe sound all the same, like the sheep and the pigs. I'd have to test it again, but it seems like they do all sound pretty much the same. Oh yeah, this is gonna be rough for sure. Okay, of course, as you've seen, you can double jump. Uh-oh. We just got something out of that treasure chest. We're hitting this guy pretty good. Oh. Oh. Not easy. I'll tell you that. It's not easy. Well, if the desired outcome of making this game was to create a difficult game, then resounding success. And I know that for a lot of people that will be very exciting. Now you could certainly argue, justifiably, that this game is only difficult because of who's playing it. And that may be the case. I'm just going to try to just kind of go. See if we can find different things here in our travels just as we play a little bit more here. So, this is a, you know, as much as this game may have some similarities to resource gathering games, there's some crafting, there's a lot of role-playing elements, as much as those things are going on, doesn't it remind you of something like, oh shoot, what am I trying to think of? I'm cheating and I'm looking. Rogue Legacy. Or any other roguelite. Doesn't it remind you of that just as much as anything? Just in the sense of the difficulty level, permadeath. Now, of course, you can play a game like Starbound or whatever else with permadeath, but you don't have to. And it seems to be that this is the only option so far for this. Okay, so these people look friendly, right? Smelt your ore. So it looks like we got kind of to the end of the first level here. Smelt your ore, but I didn't get any ore. Let's see if I can figure out how to... Did not mean to attack you. 135, 700... 700 what? I bet there are button commands here that maybe I haven't figured out yet. I don't know. Now I'm just guessing that we don't have anywhere near enough to do any of this. That's cool. So it looks like there's items you can purchase. Of course, that's, you know, reminiscent of something like Spelunky, I guess. If we have a resource... Oh, we have 14 coins. Alright, this is going to be our end right here. Oh, we're stuck. We're stuck. We are stuck and deceased. Our score was 27. I guess we didn't really attack or fight many things that time. I think we had a higher score last game when we didn't make it as far, but we probably fought more. So we got only 6 experience, chopped 7 trees. So I'm really curious about, like, it seems to me, you know, I guess the thing that I'm wondering is, to get ore, do you have to have a pickaxe? Or have I just not figured out how to get ore yet? Oh. I was gonna just look at the... Wikipedia page real fast to see. Okay, there's a list of traits. There's just not much on the Wikipedia yet. There is a subreddit. I apologize for taking so long to look at this. Okay. We'll just play a little bit more, and then like I said, if I can figure out a little more about this game, we'll come back to it and talk about it some more. Just trying to see if there's any things I'm missing in terms of controls. It seems like it's very possible that there are. Uh-oh. The swamp. Oh, goodness. Yeah, these guys, let me just say, I believe I'm going to need a bigger boat to fight these guys. Oh, and there's even bigger versions of them. Yeah, all these little creatures sound the same, I think. We don't have any bone yet. What are these plants giving us? Same thing as trees? Yeah, looks like it. So I assume if you can sort of get to that point of unlocking other races, maybe you have better starting gear. Gave us a key. Ah. But I wonder what the keys do. Another treasure box. These bigger guys are actually easier. But so many friends. Okay. There are your first few moments of playing Magicite? 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 Alright, so just seeing the end screen here should give us some clue at some of the things that we may be able to experience even now in the game, or certainly on future releases. You know, enemies defeated, how much gold we collect, experience we acquired, items crafted, gear enchanted, so enchanting, trees chopped or mined. And we're going to assume that you have to have a pickaxe, although that doesn't mean that I'm just not missing something to do some other options in the game. But I would think that's a safe assumption that you need a pickaxe to mine the ore. Ingredients gathered, foods eaten, chest found, which is weird that it says 0 chest found, isn't it? Weren't those chests we were finding? Quests completed 0, and it may be that those just aren't being tracked yet. Items bought 0, overworld victories, and altars used. So those are some of the things that we could have done that the game would have tracked, but either the tracking was bugged out or a lot of those we just didn't get to. So there is a first look at this early access game. If you have questions, comments, please leave them in the under the video. If I post this on Steam, you can do it there. If not, you can feel free to just go to my YouTube channel and post there. In some of these games that have been in early access, as people have started to play them, there have been some really helpful comments on as other people learn tips and tricks for the game. They've left it in the video, and that's been really helpful. So if you have know of any of those, if you've been playing this game in an earlier build than this is obviously build 0.7.1. First day it was released on Steam. Please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, as always.